Hello students, we are going to continue with our chapter iterations. As you all have studied about the loop, uh, for loop and nested for loop. Now we are going to continue with that, but we are going to take just quick revision of the iterations and for loop also in this PPT. Okay, pay attention towards it. Now see, what does the iteration means? As you all have studied, what does the iteration means? Iterations means that repeated execution of a set of statements. Means when we repeat a statements one by one or given number of times, then it is known as a loop or iterations. Okay. Now there are two types of loop. Students, though we study two types of loop. First is entry control loop and second is exit control loop. Now we are going to just take a brief discussion about it. See, first entry control loop, as you all know, first entry control loop you have learned it about, you have gone through about that for loop is. What is the for? In for loop, the condition is fixed, the iterations is fixed, and we know that how many times the loop is going to work. See, as for example here, a is 1, here is initialization, the variable which has been controlled, and test condition, it has been tested that it will work till a is less than or equal to 10, and there is increment and decrement. This shows students, this thing shows you that a less than is equal to 10 means here it has been shown that the fixed number of times is there. 10 means fixed number of times. So for loop is also as known as fixed iterative loop, fixed iterative entry control loop. Okay, so this is your for loop. Now the example, as you all have seen that in this loop a plus plus, as you all have know that what is increment and decrement. In increment it increases the value by 1 and in decrement increases the value by 2. If we are going to do that a plus 2, it means the value is going to increase by 2 and like that so on. Okay, so now second our entry control loop is while. In the while also students, it is known as entry control loop, but it works till the given condition is true. As the condition becomes false, the loop doesn't work. See, in this we can take a large number also. In this type of iterations, large numbers are also taken. In for it is not possible to take large numbers like 1000, 10,000, but in while we can take large numbers as a test condition. Okay, so this is also your entry control loop while p is less than equal to 10,000, and so it here simple interest has been done, and see how it works. It will work till your while is less than or equal to 10,000. Okay, so this is your also entry control loop, but this is your while loop. Now exit control loop. In exit control loop, it is do while loop. Do while means first we are going to do the function and then a while loop is there. In student, pay attention, there in this while loop there is no semicolon here. Okay, no semicolon, but in the do while we will see that in the example that while contains a semicolon, means it is for the termination. Okay, see, in this do while, the simple is that the program is that only what you have done in the while loop. In do while, see, initialization is there, p is equal to 10,000, 1000, and r rate is your 10, and see here do simple interest formula. First we have done the function and then while, and see here, pay attention, here the semicolon is there. Do while works as the condition becomes false, it works one more time. Okay, after the termination it works because the loop, due to this loop terminates and it comes again function also, and then after that here the check condition is there. That's why it works one extra time. Okay, now now we are going to see that break statement used in loop. How the break statement, as you all have studied previous, this is just your revision, that Brick is just like a brick in a program. If we have written brick, then it means as the condition is satisfied, your as the we see here, we have put condition if I is equal to 5, then break. It means the loop is not going to work 10 times. Okay, the loop is not going to work 10 times. Here this is your for loop, and in this while loop, see, while is here, like here semicolon is written, it means it will work till 10, and here it will check if I is 5, then it will here also break, and then s is equal to s plus, means as the condition is satisfied, after that it is going to give you plus. Now in the do while is also like that only, here break is there, if I is equal to 5, then break, and then you are going to get your answer. Okay, so this is your do while. Now continue means, continue is just reverse your while loop, oh sorry, your break. See, continue means if you have given the check condition also, then the program will continue to work. Okay, now see students, here interconversion of the loops. What is interconversion of the loops? Means how you are going to change for loop to the while loop. Students, in exam it mostly comes to how you are going to change for into while, or while into for, or while into do while, or do while into while. See here, for loop is given here, and how we are going to change into while loop. For initialization is here, see the initialization is here, and then check condition is here, see check condition, and after that increment and decrement. This is the position of your while loop, and this is your for loop. The program is same, the students, the program is same, but the writing structure is different, because it is in for, it is a single line statement. In a single line it is initialization, test condition, and increment decrement, but in while loop, first initialization, then check condition, and after function there is increment and decrement. See how it is differ in do while. In do while, initialization must be there in the first there is do. Okay, then we have done the function, and then increment decrement, and at the last, when the curly braces closes, there is your exit control loop, your while loop. Okay, and semicolon is there just for the termination. See, in the while it is not, but in the do while, here the semicolon is there. Now for while to do while, see here the check initialization is there, then see here the check condition is here at the last, and increment decrement. The program is same, but how you are going to change it, it is there. Now user control loop. What is your user control loop? Sometimes the user has to manage how to control the loop. Sometimes you may need to manage a loop which make iterations based on users needs. Such as looping structures is known as user control loop. See here, string s while m dot equals yes. It means there is no number of conditions, whatever it is. Just if your while is equal to m dot, means m string value, m is equal to yes, then it is going to work or not. Okay, this is your user control loop. See here, user has input the number, input the string, it can be yes or no. Now students, some terms, important terms which are used in with loops. There is finite loops, in which number of has been given, that how the loop is worked, then it is finite loops. Student, these type of questions are directly asked in your boards, and the interchange of the for loop, do while loop, and while loop is directly asked in your boards. Okay, so as you are studying according to your 10th board. Now see here, for and while is there. See, this is your finite loop, number of times have been given. Infinite loop, in which no number of times has been given. Here for it is no statements has been given, and it is endless loop. For while it is true, okay, till the condition. So this is your infinite loop. And empty loop or null loop means when the value is not given, when the no statement is given here, no function is given. See here, This is your empty loop. There is difference between endless loop and empty. In endless loop you can get a statement, but in your empty loop you are not going to get a statement. Okay. Now in this we have seen that the empty loops do not perform any meaningful operations. So this loop is also known as your delay loop. Okay, students, I want that all the main things means finite, infinite, while, do, while, this should be in your class registers. And in the next PPT I am going to send concern programming to this. And you all have done about the nested for loop and for loop programming series also. Now we will do much more programs of this, okay, for loop.